Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Handcrafted Live, the virtual Summit. I see Eric Bates is here. I'm so happy to see you all. Hello, Erica. We also have Joanne here. And who else is here? Rochelle is here. Okay, I'm going to try and get as many of your comments as possible. Shelly is here. Deborah is here. Shantae, one of our speakers. Fraser is here as well. Number one, we have to do the sound check. Can you all hear me okay? Are you excited for these next 2 days of Handcrafted Live? Howdy from Texas, the great state of Texas. Hello there, Elin. Yes, good even. Yes, I can hear okay. I'm so glad to hear that. So, for any of you that don't know me, my name is Zakia Ringgold. I am the founder of this Handcrafted Live, and I got some speakers, about 24 of them, to agree to join me on this really exciting journey of doing 2 full days of virtual conference. This is completely online, meaning you don't need to go anywhere. You could be right on your little phone, be like, yeah, I'm learning stuff. You can be on your computer. You don't have to have any pants on. You can wear your pajamas. Nobody will know unless you turn your camera on. There is sound. Are you not hearing me, Rochelle? Yes, listening and watching from Haiti. So good to have you here. So good to have you here. And Rochelle, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to have someone from our event tech team support you. They should be sending you a direct message. If you are not hearing sound, there's a slight echo. Hold on. I make the phone in. How about now? Is there still an echo? I know why. I know why. How about now? No echo from Rochelle. So Rochelle, you can hear now, I'm assuming. Hello, Lashonda. Another one of our speakers is here. No echo, no echo. Okay. Well, if you do, I'll have my tech take a look and see what's going on with that, but I think I know what happened. I'm kind of setting us up for our onboarding, but let me get you all started for what you all are in store for today. So many of you just give me a emoji on the screen. If you look at the bottom of your screen, there are reactions. Give me a thumbs up if you have ever been on this platform before. Give me a heart if you've never been on this platform before, just so I can get an idea of who all is here. And then it's also to get you into practice so that you are engaging with the speakers. If you hear something that you love, give them a round of applause. If you are unsure of something, give them a wow or something like, what in the world is going on? But what I wanted to do with this very first session, we are not officially scheduled to begin until tomorrow. But I know sometimes if you've never been on a platform before, what happens is you get a little bit nervous. So we want you to be 100% comfortable with accessing the sessions, asking questions, networking, and all of that. So this is our one-on-one time. It will not take us very long. It'll probably be about 45 minutes, maybe if that. You do have the ability at any time to raise your hand if you'd like to be brought on stage. One thing to know is in all of the sessions, if you are not a speaker, that means you are in listen only mode. And all of you are taking advantage of the chat. And what that does is it allows us to see exactly what your thoughts are. Now, I want to give you a little orientation to this space that we are in so that you can get the most bang for your buck. All right. So let me go ahead and switch my screen here. And this is typically what you all come into. The link that you got in your email is your unique link. That is the only link that you are going to need for the entire weekend. That link gives you access to the platform. And as you saw, when the sessions start, it brings you right into the session and you're able to join. So from within this reception, there was a little tutorial that played at the beginning, but then you can also see all of the sessions. So if you click on sessions, it'll show you which sessions are live, and you can click on that join now button and it'll bring you right into the session. One thing that I want you to take advantage of while you are here, the reception looks amazing, says Erica. Can this be used on a smartphone or a tablet, or is it only for a desktop or laptop? I'm going to get to that, but the answer is it can absolutely be used on a tablet, on a laptop, on a cell phone. However you want to access us, you can, but there's a little nuance. You would have to download an app. So I will get to that for sure. So the nice thing is we do have 2 tracks for the weekend. Some of you are here strictly for the maker stuff. Some of you are here strictly for the business track. And some of you are here because you want it all. I want a blend of this and a blend of that. You get to pick your own poison. And so there is an option within the schedule for you to choose business track. And then it'll show you all of the sessions that are designed as the business track. One thing you can do is bookmark those that you absolutely want to attend, because that will send you a calendar appointment when those sessions are scheduled to start. Now, you'll have access to all of them, whether or not you bookmark. But when you bookmark them, it's going to say it's been bookmarked and it emails it to your calendar. So I want you to spend some time after this onboarding to go ahead and build out your schedule. The next thing I want to show you all is the networking hall. When we are not in sessions, Joanne, what did you say there? I'm sorry, I'm missing some of your comments. Great platform. Yes, we love the platform, but we love having you here because it's really about not just learning from the instructors and the speakers and the people that are training. There is so much knowledge amongst all of you as makers. So we want to make sure that you have that time to connect with other makers from all around the world. That is the goal of Handcrafted Live, to extend, or I guess expand your professional network. And it's always good to have another soap bestie, right? I have several of them who said yes, who said yes to speaking at this conference. So the virtual networking hall, the first table is the help desk. One of our virtual assistants will always be there. If you have any issues at all, you will be able to sit down at that help desk starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. and they'll be able to assist you. Then we did create some tables. Let's Talk Soap are the 3 there. Right now we have it set to 6 people to sit at a table. We did a dry run, and when we had 15 people sit at the table, it just became a little overbearing for folks. And then there's also Let's Talk Business. So if you want to talk about something that you just saw on a business track, or you have a question relative to how can you go into wholesaling or private label, lean on your other handcrafted makers that are here within the platform to be able to support you for that. Additionally, Let's Talk Tech. We are talking a lot of tech. We're talking podcasting. We're talking live streaming. We're talking I said podcasting. We're talking AI. So if you are somebody who is really, really interested in the tech, find your besties down here. And then we also have a table to find an accountability partner. I am someone who typically attends 2 to 3 conferences a year in different industries. And one thing, you are going to get a lot of information over the next 2 days. Don't set yourself up for failure to say, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Make a goal for 2 or 3 things that you are absolutely positively going to put into action, and then find an accountability partner where you can keep each other accountable over the next 3 to 6 months to see how far you progress with the information. So that's what the networking hall is all about. Next to that is the Expo Hall. And our primary sponsor for this event is Essential Depot. And they are offering a 50% sale off of your entire order when you place an order as an attendee at Handcrafted Live. Now, we know that these prices are going, oh my gosh. So that 50% off will probably put you at pre-COVID prices. But you can visit any of these Expo Hall, the vendor spaces. You'll be able to, I don't want that to play because we'll get an echo. Pause, pause. You'll be able to claim the order, and then you can also find out additional information. And they will also have representatives from the company there to meet and greet you. So be sure to visit all of the expo booths. So, are there any questions at all so far? Vanessa said, thank you, Essential Depot. Cocoa butter, here I come. What happened when you are a lifetime member of Essential Depot? Now, you know, when you are a lifetime member, you do get the 20% off your orders off the bat. But because you're attending the Handcrafted Live conference, you will get 50% off of your order. But that's a really great question. Andrea, you raised your hand. Would you like to join me on stage in a moment? Or did you want to type it into the chat? 50% is better. I didn't see how to find the vendor hall. Please show us that again. Absolutely. So within the platform, when you're not in a session, you'll always see the reception hall. The reception hall is like if you were going into a conference and you were to go into a lobby, right here along the sides, you can see sessions, which will show the schedule, and you can join those sessions, networking, and expo hall. So if you click on Expo Hall, that's going to bring you to the various booths, and you can click on them to go and visit. So I hope I answered your question there. But there's more. We've got prizes, guys. Sorry, no, just clicking buttons. That's okay. We want you to click buttons, but if you accidentally click out, make sure you come back in because we don't want to lose you. All right. So additionally, you can also see the schedule right from the top of the page. Multiple ways for you to be able to get to the schedule. And then additionally, the leaderboard, guys. This is to encourage you to participate in the sessions. Each day, starting tomorrow, not today, but each day, there are going to be the top 3 prizes. And the prizes are first place is going to be getting an Essential Depot soap starter kit. Second place is going to be getting 1 year subscription for Treble.fm in order for you to record, edit, and publish a podcast. And third place is going to get an Amazon gift card. But Zakia, how do we actually get points? I'm glad you asked. I know you asked. I saw it. So I'm going to close that here. If you click on activities right under this leaderboard, it gives you the blueprint. It absolutely gives you the blueprint. Coming into the event is going to give you some points. Raising your hand, updating your profile, because your profile is going to help people to know who you are before they sit down with you. So, how do you update that profile? At the top of the screen, there is probably your initials. I'm on my testing account. If you click there, you will see my profile. And here you'll be able to click on complete profile. And then you can put in your first name, your last name, your city. It would be great if you put your cities in so we can see just how far and wide we are. Add an introduction and then also your links, right? So you can add your LinkedIn if you're still on X, Facebook, Instagram, and your website. So all of those, add those in here because we want your connections to go beyond the conference. We want you to find others that you can connect with, pick up the phone when the soap just ain't doing what it's supposed to do. You have a question. We want you to have that. So wait, I'm missing some questions, but let me just show one last thing, and that is the alerts. Anytime there is an announcement that we have, we'll send it via an alert. And don't worry if you missed it, you can always click on this bell here and it'll show you what those alerts are. And this one was just the precursor for we were about to get started. So we wanted you to be able to get into the networking space. If we're sending you somewhere, you can just click on go to networking and it'll take you to where the announcement is making a reference to. So let's see. I see Joanne says, I want second place. I want second. Okay, now, Andrea, I see your hand again. Do you have a question or is that like I'm not sure. I won't be able to attend tomorrow because of the Sabbath. Will I have access to the sessions I missed tomorrow for future viewing and learning? Rochelle, it depends on the ticket that you brought. We have the general access pass, which is for all of the live sessions. If you got the all access pass, that one is for the recordings, but I can check and let you know. When placing your order, does it have to be placed at the time of the sessions? No, you have until September the 16th to place your orders for that. And they'll be giving an announcement tomorrow morning at our kickoff. I didn't see how to find. I think I answered all of those questions. What other questions do you have about what I've shown so far? And if it's nothing, I'm going to keep on going. Yes, you will get the code via email. All right, so all of you that are here with me in the session, I'm going to drag your eyes to the right where that beautiful chat is going. So aside from the chat, right below that is a Q&A. If you have a question during the sessions, now I can kind of bring myself full screen here. If you have a question specifically for the speaker, you want to use that Q&A because as they're talking, as you can see, some people were just saying hello, how you doing in our chat and all of that. Networking stays open all night. It stays open until the end of the conference on Sunday. So that's a really great question. So our networking hall is even at the end of the day, when we're done this orientation, I'm hoping many of you are going to meet me over in that networking space so you can tell me a little bit about why you signed up, what you're looking forward to. You can meet some of the speakers who are on. So that'll be a really good opportunity there. So that's a great question. Thanks, Erica. So that the chat, as we were showing, that can get pretty busy and the speakers are probably going to try and get through as much of their content as possible and leave about 15 minutes at the end for Q&A. Be sure if you have a question specifically for the content that you're using that Q&A. Does everybody see that Q&A? Give me a thumbs up in the reaction or type a yes in the chat so that I know. Here is a question. I'm going to just type one in so that way you all will see it. I see it. I see it. And Vanessa is another one of our speakers. She'll be speaking on essential oils, guys. And I'm seeing some thumbs up so that we're good to go. Another option that you have, oh, well, while we're looking there, guys, go ahead into Q&A. Sometimes multiple people have the same question, or you see a question that, yeah, you really want to know the answer to. You can upvote those questions so that when the speaker gets to the Q&A portion of their session, you'll be able to they'll see that this one is like the highest question. This is the one that people want to see. And then they will always bring your question on the stage. And Joanne said, dear speaker, I am grateful. That's a good one to put up there, especially because many of us are nervous. You can't see it right now, but I'm sweating bullets. Kind of, sort of, not really. A little bit, a lot. All right. And then you can also comment on those questions as well. The next tab down is the people in session. So you'll be able to see the other people that are sitting in the sessions with you. So then just so when you are going into the networking space, maybe you want to connect with that person on that particular session. So, are there any other questions there? And does anybody want to try joining me on stage? You can raise your hand with the option at the bottom. If any of my speakers want to come on and talk a little bit about what their sessions will be about, feel free to raise your hand. And what I'll do is I will hand you the microphone, and that should allow you to come on stage. With the beautiful smile, Miss Vanessa is here.
I really wasn't expecting to come on stage.
Oh, I can't hear you. Go and test your audio, Vanessa. Now it's muted.
It says it's available. I'm gonna
go do the audio check and come back on.
Will. Okay.
Does anybody else? Let's see. I was here. Oh, you were here. You know why? Vanessa, come back. Baby, come back. Vanessa, come back. It was me. It was me. I muted because you guys were getting the echo earlier. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
I was just playing just to get in and make sure I could get in. I can get in right. Then I want to set up my schedule because I overbooked myself for this coming week. I don't want to tell it. Well, all I can tell you is my presentations about essential oils. I don't want to give the goodies away now.
No, you got to save it for the presentation. But the reason that's so important is you got to understand how to use those essential oils right. Right.
That's right.
So keeping your product safe and all of that is so important. So I'm so happy that you're doing that. And Vanessa is a certified aromatherapist, guys. And almost I don't think there's a certification for herbalism, but girlfriend knows her herbs. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
A wealth of knowledge that will be coming from her for sure.
It's going to be good. It's going to be something different. This is not really taught. I'm picking up something from aromatherapy that's taught to aromatherapists, but the more I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this really could be taught to soap makers if I just show them the pattern. And it doesn't have to be 100%. Sometimes I think that in our early days of soap making, sometimes I think we forget. We are so anxious to make soap. We just overlook so many other things. When I go back to my early days, the number of things that I could have done better if I wasn't in that, oh, I gotta do it. You know, that mode, it would have came out a lot better. So, I mean, I still make good products, but I think my learning curve would have been a little different.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Elin there.
Yes, Elin joined us. Come on up, Elin. Come on camera. Or I should say howdy when I see Elin. That's the right way to say it.
Elin, I haven't seen you in years, girl.
Well, here I am. Nice to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, howdy from Texas, y'all. Oh, got to get the right wall in there. Anyway, I just wanted to say it's so good to see all the attendees that are that we can see are here by the chat, and this is going to be a fun weekend. We're going to have a great time. I invite you to come listen to the basics tomorrow at 9:00. I might be talking about some things that maybe you haven't heard before, but I am all about the soap. I'm a 4th generation Texas soap maker, and just kind of in love with soap making. What can I say?
And I met Elin in Texas at a conference. And when I tell you, she has blown me away just by giving me like little smatterings of what she's going to talk about. Like you think you know, but then you realize how much you don't know when you talk to those people who were stirring with a spatula or the wooden spoon next to their grandmothers and mothers and all of that. So it's going to be really, really exciting.
So I have a question for Elin. By any chance, you guys didn't make soap outside on one of those kettles with fire, did you?
I didn't. I did not myself.
Okay.
I'm sure my mom did.
Okay.
but I never saw her do it. And I will tell you that I just recently found out about a place called the Foxfire Museum that's in Georgia, and they will. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a class next year teaching how to do it in the pot over the open fire. And so I want to go.
That sounds like fun, but I know for where I live, if I try that, my neighbors, they would have the cops at my door. The cops and the fire department give me all kind of summonses and everything. But that sounds like a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind learning it. I mean, if I had the space, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'd like to learn it just from the historical aspect. I tend to get asthma, and I had a museum director one time after me to try to learn it, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that." But I'll do it once. How about that? I mean, I'm up for anything for once, I guess. Anyway, better watch that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I just remembered I did actually have a presentation, and Deborah is saying she would love to see that, Elin. Are you going to post details about the event?
Okay. Yes. About the event. Yes, I can do that. I will look that up, and I'll have that for y'all tomorrow. How about that?
Excellent. Another reason to go to her session. All right. So, Elin and Vanessa, thank you both for joining me on stage. Thank you both for saying yes. And I am looking forward to your sessions.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right. Let's see. Elin, I gotta remove you. Let's see. There we go. All right. I do have a presentation to make sure I actually get through the onboarding. So let me switch again. So what we want to make sure, well, we did the welcome, check. Daily access and navigation in the chat. How are you getting into your sessions? Are you looking for a Zoom link? No. 5 points to whoever knows. Email. Joanne has said it. Your unique access link. The same link that you use today is the link that you will use all weekend long. All weekend long. Erica Bates said no Zoom links. So your email, that is your unique link, and it is tied to your email address. Navigation, that beautiful reception has everything you need to get from one session to another session, and then also accessing the networking hall as well as the expo hall with the vendors. Your profile, make sure you go in and set up your profile. You set up your profile again just by going to the top corner where it has your initials and selecting my profile right there. Additionally, we do have closed captioning. So I know we do have a global audience that will be joining, and they'll get the recording for this tonight. We do have closed captioning, so it will close caption in your native language. So if you are native Spanish speaking, you can go ahead and use that closed captioning feature at the bottom. All of the sessions and the networking are here within the platform as well. So just so we can have a quick bird's eye view, we have the 2 tracks each day. So at 9 a.m., we kick off every day. Tomorrow, and this is Eastern time, what you see on the platform does reflect in your local time zone. So I put 9 a.m. here, but that's kind of a bad thing when everybody, we have someone from as far, I think Emily is the furthest in the Philippines. So look at the schedule, not necessarily at the times I have listed here. But we always have a kickoff in the morning. So here's an amazing announcement that I'm excited to make. Donna Maria of Indie Business Network will be joining us and talking about community is the new economy. So if you are somebody who likes to sleep in late, it's really a good session for you to continue to join. What is the name of this platform? Off topic question. I think that platform is just so great. It is AirMeet. It's right in the address bar. AirMeet is the name of the platform. No secrets here. We do not gatekeep around these parts at all. All right. But great question. Great question. And then for every session or every time block, you have a choice between a product making session or something for your business. So, as Elin just mentioned, I'm so glad she was able to hop up. She's our first product session tomorrow, and she'll be talking about the beauty and the basics, the foundations of soap making. And then at the same time, the business of being in business as a handcrafter will be run by Rashida on the business track. From 11:15 to 12:15, there's recovering raw materials to make soap. That's coming from Emily. That's the one who's presenting from the Philippines. And she has some really interesting things to show us around that. Um, Laureen will be joining us talking about how to maximize your revenue through craft and vending events. That is going to be a very powerful session. I know some people are sick and tired of going to crafting events, but she shows you how to vet them, plan for them, and maximize your time, not only while you're there, but once you leave. I saw her give this talk at the Lavender Conference, which was absolutely amazing. Then we have Scaling Up, the journey from hobby to business owner. That's being done by Tim Daniel, who's a SCORE mentor. He also was one of my trainers back in 2020 when I was figuring out what I wanted to be when I grew up as an entrepreneur. And so I think you all will take a lot from that. 1:15 to 2:15 is blending essential oils with Vanessa, who also came up and joined us. And then Soap and Scents, helping you to price your products for profit, is Select. And then at 2:30, there's always a 15-minute break between sessions. So it's not like we're bam, 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 but we are kind of bamming. So hopefully in between all of those sessions, you do get some water, you stretch a little bit, and then also spend some time in the networking hall. We also have the lotion crafting masterclass, and we also have crafting success, leveraging Amazon fulfillment. And both of these are really good sessions. The lotion crafting masterclass, I learned that from Connie in 2018, maybe, and she completely demystified it for me. And Chris, oh man, I have Select's name. Act like you don't see that, guys. But it's Chris King, crafting success, leveraging Amazon fulfillment. So if you're someone attempting to scale, but you don't necessarily have the space in your home, Chris is going to show us how she was able to scale kind of in a wholesale way, leveraging Amazon fulfillment. And she's going to walk you through the process if that's something you're interested in. But it's so important for you to know your numbers in order to take advantage of that. And then we have harnessing the power of hydrosols. We're going to have a distillation demonstration with Tina Sams and Marianne Schwartz. And then we have Tanya Smith ending us off with going from your comfort zone to on camera confidence. So that's day one. Day two, there's more. So we have an intergenerational maker forum, and that's going to be moderated by Lucretia Smith Armstrong. She runs several Facebook groups, and so that's really a place for Q&A and sharing ideas. But then we also have Mr. Richard Ashby, who's going to talk about how to get your self-published book library ready. And then the next block, I'm going to call it, because I don't want to keep saying the time because it's different depending on where you are. How to record, edit, and publish your podcast. And then we also have Camille Brown, who's going to be talking about high temperature, hot process soap making. The next block is all about the world of clays and skincare. And then we also have AI insights. How many of you are hearing AI, AI, AI all over the place? Well, that is exactly what this session is about, but it's really about leveraging AI to get your products found on Google. And then we keep going with that AI to how to turn your conversations. It doesn't matter if it's audio, if it's video, if it's a meeting, if it's a course that you did. How can you turn that into content that you can use to grow your business online? And then we have the wonderful LaShonda. I think I saw LaShonda hanging out in here in the chat. Yes, I did. There she is. Hold on. Where is she? Where is she? Where's she at? Let me find her. That's LaShonda right there. right there. She'll be teaching on candle making, and Lashonda is a master instructor. She's been teaching soap, skincare, candles for years. So we are really, really excited that we actually have her. And then we also have B. Peterson, who will. Oh, I didn't want to go forward. Go back. We have B. Peterson, who is the queen of soap dough. She will be talking about, of course, how to make your soap dough, but then also how to find that inspiration again. I know that the pandemic has done so much to all of us. And so she's going to talk about really unlocking your creativity and imagination with soap dough. And Vanessa has her hand raised. I'm going to come back to you. I got like two more. Tech to go live for business. So, how to do it on a shoestring budget. Getting started with the Amazon influencer program. We have Eileen Smith who will be joining us for that. Making cold process lotion. That's another technique to have in your tool belt in order to make a different kind of product. And then last but not least is where we are going to invite all of you to join us for the grand finale. It is not just about coming and sitting at the sessions. We want to hear what you took away, what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. That's what our grand finale is, and really helping you to have some action items for when you leave Handcrafted Live. So that's what I had for that part. And let me see, Vanessa, raise your hand again if you wanted to come back on stage. But I talked about interacting in sessions, mobile app. If you do want to join us from your mobile device, what you want to do is install the AirMeet app. That will come out to you in an email tonight. And you can also look for it in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And what you will actually do is use your same link to click on, and it'll open it within the app. Is the cold process lotion the same as body butter? It is the same as body butter. With lotion, the one thing that changes the consistency of it is the water. However, she's going to be showing a process where you don't have to do the heat and hold. And she's here. Come on up, Shantae. Let me pass you the microphone. But I hope I answered the question about the mobile app. You just want to install AirMeet and you'll be able to um, access it from a tablet or your phone. Shantae, come on off mute, my dear.
Hey, let me
Hey,
see.
lady.
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
I didn't want to scare y'all with my video on.
But she will have her video on for her session.
Yes, I will. But as far as the body butter is concerned, with the cold process lotion, um, the body butter, you have to most likely, if you wanted to get it to a body butter consistency, you will have to add something like a fatty acid, like a cetyl alcohol or something like that. But you can kind of get it to that consistency. And if you want to know more, just hit me up later after I tell you about everything, and I'll give you a little bit more insight on that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shantae. And I met
No
Shantae
problem.
at a conference. So I know all of the speakers, guys, and I want to share my community with all of you because they are truly, truly brilliant in what they do. And so really, really take advantage of having their knowledge and their expertise, and they're really, really friendly as well. There's not like any, what's that airs. There's no putting on airs with the people that will be speaking at this conference. They genuinely want to see you succeed. Just never heard the term. Okay, she says she just never heard the term. All right. Thank you, Shantae.
You're welcome.
All right, let me get you here. All right, so we talked about that. Come back here one more again. Mobile app surveys. We will be sending you a survey at the end of tomorrow. Please, please, please complete that survey. There might be prizes for the first and the fifth person that does it. Giveaways. When you registered, you provided your name and your address and your email. If that information has changed or is incorrect, please let us know. We will reach out to you to confirm that that's the right information. But one of the benefits of this being virtual is there's nothing to lug anywhere, and all of our sponsors are able to ship directly to you with the information that you've provided. And then the recordings will be available through the conference, no matter if you got general access, all access, premier access, you'll be able to access them. So if you miss something tomorrow, but you just have that general access, on Sunday, you'll still be able to watch it up until 7 p.m. on Sunday. Then only the all access passes are able to access the recordings, and they have access to those recordings for 6 months. And you're probably going to want to upgrade to all access, but if you can't, and you really want to see something, take that time to build out your schedule. It is so, so important so that you don't miss what you want to get out of the conference. All righty. So if there are no other questions, let me see, is there anything in Q&A? Will I add a coupon code in the giveaway area? Yes, you will. So, I didn't even talk about that. So we are on the actual, thank you so much. We are on the actual event platform. This is where we are hosting the event. This is where you're going to come for all the sessions. Once the event is over, many of the speakers have provided offers, giveaways, consultations, freebies, downloadables. And on the main site that you went to register, that's all going to be there. So I will make sure that I bring that up tomorrow during the introductory session. But yes, Shantae, that's where you would add that for people to access. Any other questions? Let me go back to the chat. Where will we be able to view the recordings prior to Sunday? I only have the general. Right within the schedule. When this session is over, about 15 minutes after it's over, you'll see watch recording. Right in here. When you go into the schedule, as soon as a session is over, that recording is available. So give it about 5 minutes and you'll see watch now. So again, one link. I know we have a new mayor in the city. She says one Philly, a united city. So you have one link. Everything that you need to do for the next 2 days is going to be right there in that link. Okay, thanks. Disregard Q&A question. Let's see. And Frazier is saying, blessed with the queens of soap in tech. Yes, I know he's talking about Miss Eileen there. Korean hot pot for lunch in between sessions. Oh, yeah. If you guys know me, if you ever come to visit Philadelphia, that is the spot that we are going to eat for lunch. All right. So I want this to be a clean recording for everyone. I just want to send a heartfelt thank you to all of you who said, yes, I am coming to this conference. I am going to make time to actually do some professional development as well as some networking. This is only going to get bigger year after year after year. This is actually our second time doing it. It's almost there is a hot process soap class on Sunday morning. That is being done. Yeah, take a look at the schedule. That is on the 8th. There is a hot process soap class. The heat is on, high temperature, and she's doing high temperature hot process soap. And Tori is saying heart, heart, heart. Frazier raised his hand. Frazier is someone I met from Scotland. So we have someone here from Scotland, guys. I'm going to switch and I'm going to hand you the mic. Feel free to join me on stage, Frazier, and unmute.
How did I do that? There we go. Oh, hello.
Hey, Frazier, how are you?
My virtual background, because my desk is a bit of a mess. I'm doing all right. Good. I thought I'd just pop on before you finish, because it is late here. It's 10:45. But I'm sure it's later, and you've got other people further afield than I am. So, but no, it's going back. I suppose some of the people who we are obviously in the chat are connected with on Facebook. So, but back in the day of you sitting on Periscope with your trusty soap making, and nearly 10 years later, look at you now.
I know it's been a journey. It has absolutely been a journey. And Frazier, we did a what was it? Awake Africa,
Oh,
Scotland.
crikey, that was one of these projects that sort of tried, but in the day, you do things that don't